Hi everyone, welcome back to my live stream. Today I'm going to attempt to finish off my Zelda dress. So the next step that I was doing was creating the darts for the underdress, or underskirt rather. So I'm going to get started with that. And you can see over here, this is my ironing station right here, and I have my directions here too, so if you guys are interested in looking at that, they're there. So I have already pinned and marked the darts on here the last time we were live, and now I am just going to go ahead and sew them. So once I sew a dart, I usually leave the tails long so I can tie it in a knot, because you're not supposed to backstitch on a dart. It makes it look bulky. So after the last live stream, what I did was I did try on the underdress and it fits me pretty good. So I'm happy with the way that it fits. I do have some hand stitching that I have not yet done. I don't know that I'll do that on screen with the center front portion of the dress, where I have to just hand stitch some things down because they're not quite laying right. That I can just do at any time and just quickly hand stitch all of that stuff down so that it lays right and it looks good for when it's done. That center front portion is not really going to be seen by anybody because it's going to be covered up by the tabard, but I still want it to be hand stitched down so that like the interfacing doesn't show, and everything looks nice anyway. And it's all like nice and finished, but I haven't done that yet. Okay, so now that I have sewn all the darts, I'm just going to tie the ends here of these. So now that I've tied off the darts, I'm just going to press those darts towards the center here on both the back and the front, and pressing the rest of the skirt. And you can see here how see-through this material really is, which I may decide to put something underneath it, or make something to go underneath it, or make a slip or something, because it is quite see-through. So I'm just going to sew the bottom part of the skirt together beforehand and then put the zipper in. It's an invisible zipper that I'm using, and it's far too long for it. Like, the zipper is supposed to end here, and my zipper is very long. So it's supposed to end here. I didn't have a zipper that was the right length, So right now I'm pinning and prepping the zipper, and in order to do that, I'm going to pin the bottom part of the back seam together where it needs to be sewn together, and then I stitch that up to where the zipper is supposed to go. And then I will also go ahead and iron the zipper teeth open, and that way it's a little bit easier for me to get the zipper in place. So here I'm just going to iron the seam open, and then I'm going to iron the top part of that seam open as well, even though there's no zipper there yet, and that helps me to identify where the seam allowance is to place the invisible zipper. And then here I'm just ironing open the zipper teeth. And this again helps to prepare that zipper so that when you go to install it, the zipper teeth stay a little bit more open and are a little bit easier to get as close as possible to those zipper teeth and make it look invisible. So it looks pretty even right now, but that doesn't mean that that's going to stay that way once I sew it down. For some reason, it doesn't always. This is my invisible zipper foot, and you can see that it has like this groove in there to grab the zipper and keep the, I think it opens the teeth up too. And then this is the regular zipper foot. Oh, it's not the camera, sorry. This is the regular zipper foot, and that is the invisible zipper foot. I don't know which one to use, honestly. I can try. Yeah, I don't want to use this. It doesn't push it over enough, in my opinion. I feel like I get better results with the regular zipper foot. So basically, I was just trying to decide if I wanted to use my all-purpose zipper foot or my invisible zipper foot. And in my opinion, I can better push open the teeth on my all-purpose zipper foot. I don't feel like the invisible zipper foot really pushes the teeth over enough. The idea is that it's supposed to. It's specifically designed for invisible zippers, but I don't really think I get the best results with that. And I'm better able to push open the teeth and get closer to the teeth with the all-purpose zipper foot. So that's what I tend to use. So here's my zipper. It came out pretty even. Sometimes it's not. So you can see that it like kind of, it makes it look a little bit invisible when you do it like this. Apparently I didn't stitch close enough, but that's all right. On one side or the other, whatever. It doesn't matter. Now, I'm just gonna cut the top portion off of it, so that when I go to sew the waistband in, it's not going to be in the way. And then I just have to shorten it. Vote. Nightmare. He's out cold. Sew the side seams together, front and back are the side seams. I'll probably just do that really. So this is a really easy, simple skirt that goes together relatively quickly. It's just a small pencil skirt that's worn underneath the outer dress and the overdress. And the intent is just to make sure that you're not like exposing yourself, I guess, because the tabard's not going to completely cover you. However, my fabric choice should have been a little bit thicker, like I said, and something that wasn't so see-through. But I will probably go and make a slip or remake this skirt at some point, because in the picture, if you notice, her skirt is actually pleated and this skirt is not pleated. And so I might want to remake this skirt and have it be a pleated skirt, which would be more in line with what this statue has and how it looks in the video game. So I haven't decided yet, but for right now, the skirt is okay. Here, I'm just trimming all of my loose threads and ironing that seam allowance open for the side seams. I'm just going to cut it off here. And then I'm just going to fold each side up like like this and sew across it. Since it's just a plastic zipper, my needle should have no problem going through this, so that's what I'm going to do here, just to stop it. This is well below where the end of the zipper tape is attached anyway. But just in case for some reason it goes past there, it will be closed off. Now I'm going to put the waistband on. So the next step is I already interfaced the waistband. That is the next step. But since I already did that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sew the waistband together on the short sides. Yeah, so from the top to the bottom at a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. So it doesn't want you to sew the bottom together. So I'm just going to sew from here to here together at 5/8 of an inch, which is 1.5 centimeters. On both sides, I believe. So I think I only interfaced the center portion of this waistband anyway, so hopefully I didn't catch any of the seam allowance in it. If I did, it's not that big of a deal. And then I do the same thing on the other side. There is a little bit of an overlap on this skirt so that you could put like a hook, like a hook and bar closure on there. Just a small overlap. Is place one side of the waistband with right sides together with the waist of the skirt lining up notches and center back side and center front. Okay, so I'm just lining up the seams where it's notched here with this specific seam here on the side or whatever it happens to be. Okay, so now I'm just going to stitch the waistband on all the way around at 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, same as everything else on this pattern calls for 5/8 inch. 5/8 inch seam allowance all the way around, and then we shall see what's next. So then I guess it just wants you to top stitch it down. So on the inside of the waistband, fold the seam allowance inside the band and pin the facing, pin in place. Either stitch the inside waistband by hand or stitch by machine along the, I'm gonna stitch it by hand because I have to do the other hand stitching anyway. And I like the way it comes out better when I hand stitch it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press all this stuff down so that it lays nice and flat so that I can pin it in place. So basically what I do is, I'm gonna trim this first. I'm going to press the seam allowance up and press this seam allowance over and make sure all of the raw edges are tucked in place. And then I will press it and pin it. So you can see the overlap here. So on this dress here, this is the one that I made the other day, I'm gonna hand stitch this down here, so this here, and then the top here, all of this on that side, and then on the other side, I believe it's the same thing. So here, this is uneven right now. Even though it is even, I just have to fold this piece down and hand stitch it in place because for some reason, I don't know what I did there. It's supposed to look like layers. She says to pleat it here, but when I pleated it, this side, I didn't pleat it as well as the other side, so I just have to fix it so that it's more even. And then the same thing on the bottom here, some of the interfacing shows, because I couldn't get real close. This zipper is really bulky and super heavy duty. When I bought it off of Amazon, and I didn't know what I was going to get when I got it. So that's, one of the disadvantages of ordering something from Amazon is you never really know until it comes what you're actually getting. So this one is covered up more and it matches a little bit better on this side. So now I just have to stitch some of this part down too, over here and then down here. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do with this unevenness. I might decide to pull this out and make it come down a little bit further so that it's more even, because there are some raw edges that are still visible over there, so I think I'm gonna mess with that. Oh, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. It won't lay flat anyway, and it's not gonna be seen. So like here, you can still see some of the interfacing on the inside, but it's not gonna get any better. I'm just gonna rip some of the seam out here so that I can bring it down and cover up these ugly raw edges here. the top is more even than it was before. But the bottom is still really uneven because I sewed this too far down. I'm probably going to have to seam rip some of this and hand stitch this to fix this as well. I don't know what I was doing, but I'll do that another time. So right now I'm going to finish up the skirt and then hem it. But this hand stitching should take me no time at all, just to hand stitch across the inside here just really quickly. That was kind of annoying because I had to pull stitches out and figure out what I was trying to fix anyway. So this shouldn't take me very long, and then I'm going to have to try it on and hem it. So the skirt's very long on me, but otherwise it fits pretty well. So I'm going to pin this up, and then I'm gonna go change. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to iron up the hem that I marked out here, and then I'm going to cut a bunch of it off because it's like a lot. It's like 6 inches. So here I was just trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do with it because the instructions tell you to leave it raw, and it's actually not correct. Based on the statue in the picture that I have, it looks like the skirt is pleated. So after making it and everything, and I may decide to go back in and remake it as a pleated skirt, but like I said, it definitely does not look like the hem is left raw. So I decided to go ahead and hem it like I would normally do with like a pencil skirt with a double fold hem, but I was just trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do here. So that's why I was just kind of messing with it and trying to figure it out. And then my camera froze. So, I mean, that's not surprising. This camera, it's just a phone camera and sometimes it just freezes. So it was giving me a hard time that day. Nightmare baby. Hi, what are you doing? Have you come to say hello? I'm gonna turn this off and move it out of the way. I don't really want you to burn yourself. That would be terrible, my stinky butt. Hello, baby boy. Hi. Hey, handsome. Nightmare has come to say hello. Hello, Nightmare. What are you doing? Hi, baby. What are you doing? No, I love you. But I can't see through you, sir. You're gonna lay down there, huh? Because it's probably nice and warm. What are you doing, Nightmare? You looking at the computer? Hi, baby. Excuse me. Excuse me. Careful, careful, careful. What's wrong? What's the matter? What are you doing? Silly boy. Hi. Hi, handsome. What are you doing? Can I help you? Can I help you, sir? Can I help you, sir? I love you, sir. Are you gonna pounce on me? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. This is not the best time to snuggle, baby. Nightmare has snuggle demands. You guys see? He insists on snuggling right now. I have to finish. Can I finish what I'm doing? Is that not allowed? So silly. Oh, thanks for sneezing on me. Ugh. He often drools on me when he does this too. He's making biscuits and he's drooling. He insists. This is something he's done since he was little. I found him when he was about 4 weeks old outside of my job in Austin. Nightmare, you're hitting a You're hitting a microphone, silly boy. Hello, baby. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the drool. This is fabulous. This is me sewing with a kitty on my chest. It's impossible. Impossible, Nightmare. Impossible. Hello, my Nightmare. He's giving me a hug. Let's see. His paw. What are you doing? You have demands and I must submit to them. The demands of the kitty. He'll fall asleep like this, so I'll have to kick him off at some point because he will fall asleep. Oh, he's going. Okay. And he'll sleep on my arm at night too. Right here. Only this side. You see the drool? I hope you guys enjoy this clip of Nightmare taking over my ironing board and grooming himself at 500% speed. This is speed grooming. And then he's gonna lay here and hang out and prevent me from doing any work. But he's far cuter than I am, so you guys can enjoy watching him do that. Okay, onto the overdress. You can see how thick these instructions are here. She has very detailed instructions, like I said before, guys. If you are a beginner, her patterns are excellent because they have so many details and so many instructions, and she links videos and other things that can help you to figure out how to put this stuff together. Okay, so on to the overdress. This is hands down one of the weirdest patterns I have drafted. It has curved cascade pleats the entire length of the hem and has purposely loose drapey fit. This will look like a mess right up until we cover the center front with the tabard. Have some patience and trust in the process. I hope that I shed enough tears over this so that you don't have to. Take the front and back pieces for each side and sew the side seam. Okay, so I might have to pull out my serger and serge them. I have the wrong color thread in there, but I don't care. It's going to be on the inside anyway, because she says you need to serge the side seams, and I'm using linen, so I do need to serge the side seams for this. So in this clip, I'm just taking all these pieces and making all of the pattern markings onto the pieces because I don't think I transferred the markings or the clips to them before. And then I went ahead and serged all of the side seams. So the center back seams and then the side seams. And then I went ahead and sewed them together. Meanwhile, Nightmare is just laying here on the ironing board, hanging out, enjoying himself and being on camera, and he really just does not care. Once I've serged the seam allowances, I go in and sew those seams together at the center back and then the side seams. But instead of doing center back and then side seams along those, I did it a different way, which was probably why I had so much trouble and I put it together wrong twice. So I think the third time I finally decided to put it together in a way that made a little bit more sense. So I think I put the center back seams together and then I sewed from there out. And that way I was less likely to make another stupid mistake. Nightmare can't scratch his head because of his back and the injury that he has there. So he'll try, but then he can't reach it, and so we have to scratch it for him. And that's what he's trying to scratch it. But then he'll use his paw and get it, his front paw usually, and get it. If sometimes he gets mad when we try to scratch it for him. He doesn't want our help. He's a stubborn little kitty. Did I just do this wrong? No. I did one of them wrong. But I did them exactly the same. Oh my god. So now I have to seam rip one of them and sew it the other way. Because if I sew it together like this is inside out. This is wrong. Damn. Alright, well. I thought I was paying better attention. It just goes to show that no matter how many years you've been sewing for, you still always make mistakes, especially when you're not paying attention, especially when you're trying to rush the process, and especially when you take for granted that you know what you're doing, because sometimes we just don't pay as much attention as we should, and you just have to slow down. And when that happens, usually I know it's time for me to step away, which was why I decided after I did it the second time to end the stream and go do something else, because I was just not paying enough attention to not make stupid mistakes. Okay, just making sure I don't stitch it together wrong again. That would be really bad if I did. Not that that hasn't happened to me before. I've probably done that once or twice. What am I doing wrong here? Did I just literally do the same thing? I did. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. This is exactly the same. I literally sewed them exactly the same again. How did I manage to do that? Okay. I need to take a break, clearly, because wow. Okay. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, guys, so since I keep screwing this up, I'm going to actually just quit for the day. I have to take my son to the store anyway, so because he wants to go to the bookstore, and we only have one car. So I am going to quit for the day, and I will rip out that seam, again and sew it the correct way off camera. And then I don't know, maybe I might live stream again on Sunday. I'm not sure, but I appreciate you guys stopping by, and thank you for watching. And if you want to check out any of my other videos, like making the mock-up for this, that is also on my channel, and the other lives that I did where I made the underdress and the skirt, all of that stuff, I made, I think, on Sunday and Monday of this week. So those are also still posted on my channel under the lives. And then I have some other content on there as well. I don't have any fall projects yet because the one that I had planned on making this week with the pumpkin skirt fabric, I didn't have enough, so I'm waiting on more to come in. So that will probably be next week. And then I also have some other things in the works. I'm planning on making a waistcoat. I'm planning on making a shirtwaist to go underneath it. I have wool for a skirt, and I also plan on making the Queen's Gambit pinafore because Mood has that on their website for free, the pattern for it, and I really like the way that looks, so I bought some wool a couple months ago actually and still haven't gotten to make it, but I want to make it for fall, so that is definitely on my to-do list. So those things should all hopefully get made this month, if not next month, for fall. So I look forward to seeing you guys again when I go live again, hopefully on Sunday or Monday. I'm not really sure yet, but I will definitely be back on here and finish up this, hopefully, really soon. All right, well, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.